I was 12 when I got my first periods. This time I was told to keep it a secret from everybody and not share it even with my father or brother. For the boys in the house, girls get period every month, 7 days, and we basically bleed through our vagina. So that is, but menstruation is a very essential process for human race to propagate. We all are here because our mothers got menstruation and we were nurtured in her womb in the menstrual blood. But there is a taboo. Menstruation is largely seen as taboo, and because menstrual blood is considered impure, there are a lot of restrictions that are imposed upon girls. I don't know how many girls are going to relate with it. I am hoping most of them, but when I got my periods, I was not allowed to touch or eat pickle. I had to wash my bedsheet after every period, even if it was not stained. I was not allowed to touch anything that was considered holy or religious. Basically, I was considered impure. And this affected my self-esteem, self-confidence, mostly because every month I was told that, you are impure and you are not capable of doing this. So this is how I grew up. Wherever I am today has to do a lot with how much my parents took care of me and provided for my education and every damn facilities that they could give me. But when it came to access to sanitary napkin, I did not have access to it. Not because my parents couldn't afford it, but I grew up in a very small town called Gadwa in Jharkhand, where even buying of sanitary napkin is considered shameful. In the store, there would be a bhaiya or a chacha who would be selling these pads, and the thing is that who would go buy it? Definitely girls can't go. So, so this is how I grew up, seeing menstruation as impure, my body as impure, having a lot of restrictions. Also, I got my periods in class 7, and the chapter which taught about menstruation came only in class 9. And like I said, I grew up in a very small town, so my school was really, really small. We were just 6 students in the class, 4 girls and 2 boys, and our biology teacher would take great care to make our lessons seem easy and fun. But when it came to periods, he completely skipped the chapter, asking us to go through it on our own. So very clearly we understood that, इसके बारे में नहीं बात करनी. Periods क्या होता है ये नहीं पता होता हमको, लेकिन ये जरूर पता होता है कि इसके बारे में नहीं बात करनी. I, along with Menstrupedia, I'm a very visual person, इसलिए मेरे को दिखाना पड़ेगा आपको. Through Menstrupedia, I create awareness about menstruation along with my co-founder and also my husband, Tuhin. The work on menstruation or creating awareness about menstruation started when we were students at the National Institute of Design. I and Tuhin used to work on a lot of projects together, and that is how we fell in love with each other. This was the first time Tuhin came to know that girls get their periods every month. He is just 2 brothers, and his mother kept this phenomena such a secret that he did not know. He thought that, and he completely freaked out. He was like, "Oh, you bleed every month for 7 days and you don't die, and you are saying this, and you are saying that this is a healthy process, and it's very common." So he constantly started reading about it more and more because he really cared about me. I get menstrual cramps, so he would read on the internet क्या कर सकते हैं अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड को हेल्प करने के लिए, कैसे मैं इसको चॉकलेट ला के दूँ, इसको प्लीज करूँ, ठीक है. तो and then that time we realized that if we being so well educated, we both were engineering graduates and we were pursuing our post graduation in new media design at NIT, and we thought, oh my God, if we are so ill-educated about it, there would be billions of people out there who would be uneducated about it too. And that's where our work on menstruation started. But when we started researching about the project, we saw that whatever we have faced, I and Tuhin as kids, have not changed. If you see the kind of information that we are exposed to, the kind of conversation that is going around, but when it came about periods, it's still a taboo. Most of our research was done in Gandhinagar, Ahmedabad and Mehsana, in the semi-urban area, and it doesn't matter where you are from. Either you are from a literate family or a forward family. We always think that menstrual taboo is only a rural phenomena. खाली गांव में होता है, अनपढ़ लोगों के बीच में होता है. But all our research was based in the cities, and I represent a very typical middle class. And it was same. The taboo was similar. Also in the school, what we found that girls have now started getting their periods at class 5, and any board you go, any curriculum you pick up, the chapter appears in class 8, 9 and 10. and the chapter is widely skipped. So, and the conversation that was going around, menstruation was always seen in a negative light. I mean, menstruation is such a beautiful process, such a healthy process. लेकिन सब ऐसे ही बात कर रहे थे, लागा चुनरी में धाग, मैं डाउन हूँ, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गई है मेरे साथ. It's actually the opposite, scientifically and biologically. So we decided that we were communication design students. We thought, why not use our communication design to change people's perception, and that is what you can do. That is what the medium of visual communication gives you the power. You can actually flip the narrative. You can present a negative thing into a positive, and also the other way around, positive also negative. So make the choices correctly. And looking at various mediums, we decided to make the comic book. It looks like this. I want to show you because we were very particular that we are not, this is a sensitive issue and our society is a conservative society, but we want to impart education around menstruation and create a period positive movement, but we are not going to offend anybody. Parents should be comfortable about it, talking to their daughters, and that's why we make a comic book. So when you read a comic book on periods, it doesn't look like कि कोई गंदी किताब पढ़ रहे हैं, किसी गंदे टॉपिक पे या फिर वो टाइप की किताब है. It looks like that there are characters just looking like you and me, and then there are stories. So using the narrative of real life scenarios to teach the girls about menstruation. And okay, most importantly, when we started working on it, we were in college, so everybody loved our idea. But when we started working on it full time, leaving our job, nobody believed in our idea. People were like, कौन खरीदेगा periods के बारे में comic book, और periods के बारे में पढ़ाने की क्या जरूरत है? If you think about it, if a girl or a woman can't even talk about her natural biological process, how is she ever going to talk about any violence that she faces on her body? So we must teach the girls about periods, the time from the time she is being, she is growing up, or at the time of puberty. So हमने ये book बनाया, we had our savings, we did not have money. What did we do? But people loved our idea. We launched a website and it's amazing. It's called www.menstrupedia.com. Go and check it out because you like the content and you like how we approach the subject. Then we turned to the crowd. We said, hey, can you give us some money? And because we are making this book on menstruation. And the kind of support that we got, unknown people gave us 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 50,000. Some students from some interior college gave us 30 rupees to make this book. So at this point of time, I want to tell you that there are many times that your art projects are very imaginary based, but logic and